Welcome to American Baker in Germany. I'm Michelle, and today we are making one of my recipes. And this is a recipe for angel food cake. I love angel food cake. It's one of my favorite cakes in the world, and I don't know why I never thought of showing a recipe for it, except that it's absolutely impossible to stack. So it's not really a decorating cake. But it is really delicious. It's very low fat. Let's get started.
Only a few simple ingredients. We need 10 egg whites, yes 10. 1 cup or 200 grams of sugar. 1 teaspoon vanilla extract or 1 tablespoon vanilla sugar. 1 teaspoon cream of tartar, which is totally optional. A dash of salt. 1 generous cup or 135 grams of cake flour, or 1 cup 125 grams of regular flour plus 2 tablespoons cornstarch. First off, separate your eggs. With this large amount of eggs, it's best to separate them one at a time. So if you get some yolk in your egg white, you can just get one more egg instead of having to start over. So I separate the white into one small bowl and put the yolks in a second bowl. And then when I'm happy with the white by itself, I put it in the larger bowl that will hold all the whites. It's just an extra precaution. Then put your egg whites into a large mixing bowl, and if you're using cream of tartar, add it here. The cream of tartar will just stabilize your egg whites a bit and make them easier to whip up, but it does also add a sour taste to the cake. So if you want your cake more sweet and less tart, then leave it out. I also add the vanilla sugar at this stage. Now beat your egg whites to soft peaks and add the sugar a tablespoon or 2 at a time, very slowly. If you add it too quickly, the sugar can actually cook the egg whites and you won't get the fluffy consistency you want. Now continue to beat until you reach stiff peaks. I thought I had it at this point, but it was just a bit soft, so I beat it more until I was happy with it. Now this step is very important. Sift your flour into the egg white mixture. Also, only add a couple teaspoons at a time. Tablespoons at a time. I'm using a flour sifter. You could also use a fine mesh strainer. And gently fold in the flour. Try not to knock too much air out of your egg mixture. Bake in an ungreased bundt pan. Yes, ungreased. No butter, no oil, no baking spray. We want the cake to stick. Gently spoon the batter into the pan and spread it around a bit. You can also run a knife through the center to get rid of any air pockets. Bake at 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius for 40 to 45 minutes. When it's ready, the top will be golden brown and it will display some cracking. That's normal. But we don't want to have our cake deflate as it cools, so turn the form upside down and allow it to cool completely. This is why we didn't grease our pan. However, my cake fell out of the form anyway while it cooled. If yours doesn't do this, you can always run a knife along the edge of the cake to loosen it, and it should release fairly easily as long as it was cooked all the way through. The part of the cake that wasn't exposed to air should be white and lovely. The whiteness plus the light airiness of the cake is why it's called angel food. This cake is springy and light as air. It has a lovely light texture and just a hint of vanilla. It's also just a bit tangy if you use the cream of tartar, which is why I consider it optional, but definitely worth making. I hope you enjoy this recipe. Tag me on Instagram if you make it yourself. I love seeing your work. For more cakes and recipes, visit our website at AmericanBakerInGermany.com. We're also on Facebook. Subscribe for more recipes.